I definitely
That makes
don't.
sense.
I probably don't like this as much as you. Hollow Knight
That's true.
is like a game you are super into in the first one. When I think
Yep.
of you, I think of Hollow
Mhm.
Knight for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say you were like maybe the biggest Hollow Knight guy I know, which is why
I
I'm streaming
advocate.
it for you. So, to get into what this is, because I didn't really tell you,
You did not.
yeah, this
Mhm.
is. I think tentatively, I'm calling it a creatively casual conversation with, and in this case,
Mhm.
I guess it's with Reggo Eggo.
Yeah.
Do you think
Reggo
that's
Eggo.
fair?
That's Eggo, Reggo, many names, Ballwork. Yep, Reggo Eggo is fair. That's true.
And the reason, yeah, I'm playing what this is, I'm just fascinated by people who are creative and their inspirations for their creativity. So, and that can be like anything, right? Like, it doesn't have to be
Yeah.
traditional art. It can be, like content creation, video editing, production, even making video games. I just want to
Yep.
talk to people, right, about the things that they like and how the things they like leads to their creativity and making art. So,
For sure. Yeah.
and the reason I picked Hollow Knight, it's a great place to start off since you are such a big fan, and you made that very amusing basketball image with Hornet.
Oh yeah, that is a thing that I will attempt to send you. Unless you already have it, you can put it up on screen. But
I will.
it's
I think you do need to send it to me, but I will definitely put it up whenever I get it.
I will say that it definitely has that image. It's so funny that you mention it. Has gone through. I started like getting to a point where it wasn't me finishing an art piece anymore. It was me like just screwing with it to see what I was doing because so I originally like wanted to see if I could warp it into a 1 point perspective drawing, which is an insane thing to actually try to do. But I like wanted to like I had to start resketching, so that is going. There are multiple variations of that currently in production, but I'll send you the one that I think is the best one to describe based on the one you saw. I'll grab it off of the server we're in because I posted it here, so it's perfect.
I believe you did, yes.
And it's really funny because like typically I don't get that feeling of like where you play a game and you're like, oh, this game is so good, I just have to like I have to have an outlet for how much I'm appreciating this. Right? I know a lot of people get that. That's what fan art is. But I usually don't typically do that. Usually I'm like, oh, this is an interesting idea and it's something I really appreciate and something I want to try to like see if I can, manage in my own way. But yes, as you were saying, yeah.
Yeah, I totally get that. And it's kind of funny you say that. Did you see fan art I made that was aping Saturn devouring his son?
Oh, yes, I would. Saturn devouring his son is like, how do I put it? It's like the Akira slide. If I see it in its like any various forms, I will immediately recognize it, and anything it could be like lines on like a page and like completely abstract, and I'd be like, this is clearly Saturn devouring his son. So yes, I do recall that. Yeah.
That is it was a very similar thing to what you're talking about, where that image is from Zenless Zone Zero, a gacha game by the same devs as Genshin Impact. It is depicting two characters, one of which is known in the community as being the feet person. So the image I made, I call Orphe Devouring Seed's Feet. Is the name of that image, and it is also on screen now for people to look at.
Yep, there you go.
And love my very good art. I'm not an artist, at least not traditional. It is something I struggle with. So when I see you or some of our other friends making amazing traditional art, I'm like, damn, I wish that could be me. But this image is about the maximum potential I have for 2D art. And I think it's funny. It is the kind of thing where I got an idea and it had to exist. And so there it is. Probably for better or worse. Who can say?
I think that I was say, better or worse, I think, thinking about it, I'm thinking about, do we now? Yes, let's put a value on the art. Let's say if you improve the world with it right now, we're gonna start measuring. No, it's powerful. It's powerful. I love Saturn. I think that any variation of that art in any form is additive to the to the world. You know, when you think about it.
Yeah.
We're changing things by drawing Hornet dunking in basketball, and we're making the world a brighter place.
Mm-hmm.
No,
doing what we can.
Doing it's honest work. I will say that the reason Hornet's such an outlier is because typically when I think about where I actively draw a lot of inspiration from, it's not it always ends up being something a little more abstract, which is why that was very strange for me to be so specific in my pull of just being I'm drawing Hornet. Usually it'll be oh, like I said, I saw something interesting and I kind of wanted to do my own spin on it. But that was just straight up she's dunking on people the entire game because she's a literal demigod and it's funny. But
yeah.
Typically I pull from math, which is what a surprise. The person who spent a lot of time thinking about math pulls from math. But there are a lot of very interesting game concepts and mechanics that I think haven't been utilized purely because people don't expect. I think that there's been a phobia of math in a lot of sense for a lot of people, which is valid. But as you know, with my I'm being a literal tutor a lot of the time. This is something that I see a lot of. I think that there's an under evaluation of what we're capable of doing. Especially if it's in a video game, because I think that a lot of time devs have a habit of sort of being forced to look down on their player base because they have to you have to make everything medium. You have to tailor everything in your game to be a perfect difficulty, or else it's going to upset people.
Absolutely.
If you know what I mean. It can't be so easy that the hard people, that the people who like hard games, rewind. The people who like hard games are oh, this is too easy. I don't want to play this. But it also can't be too hard that everybody is this is not worth it. It can't be unfair. Yeah.
It's a hard balance to make.
A lot of the time, people if there's any game that's a little bit mathy, people get upset. I think that an example that comes to mind is I'm trying to remember. There's a certain Final Fantasy game that has a notorious system of upsetting people. It's a notoriety of having a system that upsets people just because if you were going and trying to play it as a small child, it was beyond you. As an adult, I'm pretty sure it would be fine, but you also have to target age groups, which is another important thing. But that you can sort of get around by just saying, this is not for you. You are a child, go away. But I don't know, I think that we can raise the bar a little bit on math, so I've been working on some concepts related to that. And I've also, I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. I've been diving into shaders, which is another very, very important thing. That's the most mathy art I can think of in terms of video games, and I have been diving into it recently, and it's something.
Yeah, and I think it's a good segue, because I guess you've also been working on making video games in some capacity.
Yeah, in some capacity, as in I very much am, at this point, my head is in the Godot pit. Marcus, I will say that it is, I've been jumping around in engines, but yeah, I've been doing a lot of work in Blender and a lot of work in Godot, a lot of coding, a lot of visual scripting. I have been, trying to work on doing the exact thing that we're talking about here, which is pinning down an exact, finding inspiration for an exact art direction. Well, not just art, but for me, it's what I've been doing is I've been going, how do I want to manipulate, manipulate something that already exists into giving it enough of a new spin that I feel like it's mine,
Yeah, I get that for sure. And I think it's very cool to actually see someone using their video game degree and doing something with it.
Funniest thing about that is I'm the only person who went and got a math degree. I was gonna say, y'all got video games degree. I said I'm gonna go get my math and education in my computer coding degrees and certificates. Thank you.
Yeah, that is true. Did you not get the associates?
No, I went and got a different associates.
Really? Wow.
I went and I finished all of my calculus courses, and I went off and I started learning about matrices, which is very important for shaders. Well, not for shaders, but for like world space coordinates, which is tied into shaders. But especially in Godot, which is like you can get like Unity does this. Okay, totally tangent, but Unity does this thing where you can like get like an automatic node for like world position, and you have to set that up manually in Godot, which is fine if you find a tutorial for it, because it's only like 4 like nodes, or like basically like it's not many lines of code at all. But like if you however, it's better to do it in Node because it's just so dumb. But it's like Godot, you have to do that manually compared to Unity, which just gives it to you. And if you ever wanted to have any sort of shader based off the world position of an object, which you pretty much are going to want to, like if you ever want something to like disappear at a certain point, like or just like have a textural change like based on its location, then you're going to need that.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's
I messed with that a little bit. I of course attempted to make video games as well, and that didn't go anywhere. There is always the future, but one of the games I made did involve like the player character's vision like slowly receding, and I accomplished that with just changing the draw distance with a feather effect, so it kind of like came in naturally. But using shaders would have been easier, probably, or at least more correct.
I would say that it would have given you more control. I don't know if I would have said it would have been easier. I don't know about that one. I think that the only reason I started learning shaders was because the art style, which I decided on in Blender, which heavily takes advantage of like making an object look like it's covered in brushstrokes, is not a thing that you can sort of just export the sort of normal files, fun information. Just, gotta put it out there. You need like a normal map and a bump map and a color map in order to like have a good texture for an object, typically. And when you export, just for the sake of explaining, just for the, you know what I mean? Just so everybody knows,
for the
you need these 3 different textures to fully texture an object to make it look perfect. And you can just, it does not work if you're trying to do this very particular thing, because when you're trying to export like brush strokes that have been like manipulated via shaders, it does not want to do that, because unless you are outputting to a very specific material node, which is like a principal BDSF, the principal BDSF, right? Everybody knows the principal BDSF.
I don't actually know if I remember what that is.
That's like the big node that's like, how metallic do you want your object? How rough do you want your object? Okay. What's the color of the object? And if you are outputting anything that isn't that, because then you like drag those outputs to the like the material output, which is like, oh, whatever you drag here will be on the surface of your object. Doesn't work in Blender to like export if you're not using that as like the thing that you're outputting, and you try to export, then you're going to get issues. So I'm having to recreate the same style in Godot using shaders. So that's why I'm learning shaders, is because I'm being forced to, because I found an art style that I like manipulated in Blender, and then I went, this doesn't work in a game engine, so now I have to
go through all that kind of process. That's game dev, though. Like, it's just problem after problem with creative solution after creative solution.
Oh, yeah. And the creative solution here is I just have to learn in the entirety of the book of shaders. That's
going easily.
The creative solution is, something that if you're ever interested in shaders, I highly recommend reading. It's actually very good. It's a wonderful, wonderful book. So another place for inspiration is I get a lot of inspiration from just academic texts, I guess, I think is the answer.
Yeah, I mean,
if I were to say I pull from anywhere, I pull from math.
That would make sense. We've been talking about like making games for such a long time. What is the game you're making? Can you describe it?
This is another thing that's pulling from math. I can. So, without spoiling too much, I've been thinking about it. You asked me here, and I thought, how do I explain this without fully showing my hand? And the answer is, I'm working on... I love boss fights. You know, it's my favorite thing about every game, including Hollow Knight. Right? I love the sort of idea of having like it's like a puzzle, but you are forced to make continuous fast moves. Oh, you're very... Wait, okay, speaking of that, do you know where the pail...
Yes, I do. I think I'm talking
Dan,
about
you got
the
money
game.
too. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm doing great. We can I also
You're
talk
really
about the
close
game
to
I'm
Act 3.
streaming. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I guess we can get back to your video game in a sec, but I've been on the struggle bus. I tried to fight this thing a while ago, and it kicked my ass, and I was like, well, I guess I'll explore a bit more before I try again. And I think after I get this Pale Ore upgrade, I'll be able to kill it. I also have like 2 or 3 more hearts than I did the first time I tried, so it's going good.
You are so overpowered for that at this point. I'm going to be honest.
Oh, okay.
You're going to beat it in one try. I looked at your inventory. I looked at what you've done. Oh, I love this animation. It's beautiful.
Yes, animation.
This is the type of stuff. Great. Yeah, part of the reason that I'm still working in Blender and Godot and not just like making models in Blender and then exporting it immediately is because I want to make cutscene animations in Blender because it's significantly better than Godot in that sense, just because, you know, Godot is an open source engine, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know. It's a wonderful, wonderful engine, made by Argentinians, apparently. That's what I was told. And it's wonderful, and it's not Unreal Engine, which is going to take 10% of your profits, and it's not Unity, which is going to make you pay for every single penny you, make you pay pennies every time you download your game.
Yeah, it seems like that. So I know there was controversy about Unity a while ago, and they're changing their policy. Did they go back?
But not really.
They backtracked, but not really. Okay.
Yeah, they just were like, it was like a whole thing where it's like, it also doesn't matter if you backtrack because you've like shown what your leadership is doing at that point, and how am I supposed to ever trust them again?
Yes, 100%.
It's like they're gonna find some other excuse at some point in the future to like update policy, and also the fact that they were going off of like, they were charging people for how many times their game was downloaded. So if you had like a small game that you expected to get downloaded and like, or like if somebody like bought your game and they downloaded it on like 100 systems, which is not at all, I don't know who's doing that, but this is like Larry buying 15 oranges at like, not 15 oranges, that's a totally reasonable thing to do. Like 15 watermelons at like the store, you know, I know it's like one of those problems, but like the point stands that charging people for every time their game is downloaded is insane. And that's what Unity was doing. And, you know, only reason Unreal Engine's behaving is because they're trying to steal like clients from Unity. But Godot has no stake in that game and is completely open source. And also doesn't have DRM if you hate that.
Sounds like a lot of good things.
You could do third-party DRM, but I don't know. Some people have opinions about that. And you don't know where this is. I just realized.
Oh, I'm in the wrong spot.
I was talking about my game, of course. Inspiration-wise, the Hollow Knight definitely is where I think the influence from Hollow Knight is just the fact that I love boss fights. But I will say that I'm pulling more inspiration from games like Fury. If you ever played Fury.
I did play Fury. It kicked my ass. I had to play it on easy. It was too hard for me.
I love Fury. You know what's really weird about Fury though is that like one thing that is not going to be in my game, but is that Fury does that really cool thing where like the boss fight order is in no way like an indicator of how difficult the boss is going to be. I liked that a lot because I thought that was something that I'd never seen before. So like the last boss in Fury where she's like just like literally just like a lady in like a puffy coat is the final boss of Fury. She's like, please don't kill us. Please. I mean, I guess Fury spoilers, but not really. There's no context for that.
Yeah, I played the game. I don't even remember who that is.
Yeah, she literally is like the end of the game and not like, she's not like a boss fight. It's like, it's supposed to make you feel bad. Make you consider maybe you're not on the right side of things here, even though they locked you up. Maybe they locked you up for a reason. But I like the sort of boss rush, and part of me always, it's my least favorite part of like games like Dark Souls and like not Fury, because Fury doesn't have it. It's the sort of middle bit, which can sometimes be fun, but personally, as it being an indie developer, I just need to get. I'm cutting it because I only have so much
what
time.
You really care about. I totally get that.
Mm-hmm. It's an important thing. Just trying to like squash down scope as much as possible. Ideally, what it's going to be is that this is where my math inspiration comes in. Is I have been thinking about the A-star mapping algorithm for a minute, which is the mapping algorithm that Google and a lot of other sort of large companies use, and I'm sure they have their own special spins on it, to make Google Maps work, which is the most like ideal route to a location based off of like varying factors, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So like, you know, the reason that your map can give you a correct location, like this is something that people take for granted, so they don't really think about it too much. But
push the wrong button.
Sorry, I've been getting invested in your fight. I'm like looking, I'm like, oh yeah, no, you're gonna pop off. You're fine.
I'm only using 10% of my power.
Oh, yeah,
since this is a.
Yeah, let me just not address the game and you'll start doing well again. So.
You cursed
is what
me.
It is.
How could this be?
I did. Wow, you can't play under pressure. You can't play when somebody's talking to you at the same time. This isn't like a game you have to focus. You have to focus on
when I'm thinking about what I need to say next also.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Using your brain in 3 different ways all at once, listening and formulating. No, okay. The A-star algorithm basically, like, we take it for granted because you go, okay, wait, why does Google know how quickly I can get somewhere in like 3 seconds? Like, it's like, even when the trip is like 16 hours long, how does it know? Right? And the answer is just that it has very, very good math. And part of me was wondering if you could translate that concept into a 3-dimensional space. Because how the A-star algorithm really works is it just has like weights on nodes, which is like a node in space. And like, I'm not going to go into the full nitty gritty here, but like, essentially there's like a series of variables that you just have to like any other computer program, you just have to like essentially run through a like going, okay, this is better, this is worse, and this is better, and this is worse, and you just have the computer like check like how fast it's getting to each one of these nodes in space, and you give it a direction that it's supposed to go in. Like, you know, oh, I want you to go like northwest because that's where the end node is, right? And you sort of work like that. I'm not perfectly great at understanding it yet. It's something I'm still diving into. I'm trying to see if I can get that applied in 3D space. So, how do I explain? I want to make, how do I put it? Oh, you have the critical hit attack.
Yeah, that's the crest I'm using. I think I like the Reaper crest the most, but sometimes you can't clear platforming challenges with it, so I just have this on by default.
The goal is to essentially try to make a game similar to a certain blue hedgehog. But the difference here is that the damage that you deal is entirely based on how fast you're going. And there is going to be an A-star determined, predetermined route that is the fastest route that you can get. And by increasing your speed, you can then do more damage as an end result. And I want to try to have it set up where every boss, if you play it perfectly, can be one-shot. So I want the literal perfect skill ceiling of you can one-shot everything, but it will just be very difficult to do so. Which is the whole idea. So ideally, when I say A-star algorithm in 3D space, I mean that I want people to be like moving around via... did you ever play Loader in Risk of Rain 2?
Yeah, I'm really bad at him.
That.
I totally get what you mean.
Also, her. Wow.
What?
Loader's a girl.
Oh. I didn't know that.
That's like Sigourney Weaver all woman. She's,
you know,
I'm pretty sure at least.
That makes a lot of sense.
Am I wrong? I just always assumed it was Sigourney Weaver. Like that's I just assumed that she was aliens. She was smashing aliens with a big mech suit, and I assumed it was that.
It could be. Like I said, I didn't play Loader.
Maybe it's androgynous. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm gonna say she, but like she. The whole idea with Loader is that you like essentially grapple on surfaces to like move yourself around faster and faster. And I don't want to directly copy that concept because that's not what I'm going for. I have another movement mechanism in mind, but that's the closest I can get approximation-wise to like what it's supposed to be happening. So you have 3D geometry in the air that's going to be randomly generated. I'm going to generate a fastest route based off of an algorithm that have only half written at this point because I can't write the other half because I have to look up a bunch of math videos, and I'm currently diving into shaders to make the game look pretty.
You really got your work cut out for you.
Yeah, you can tell by the way of talking that I'm losing my mind a little bit, just a tiny bit. And honestly, it's crazier because like I don't know, I've taken a lot of like, in an attempt to like still find a game that I can play that doesn't take up a lot of my time that I can still like de-stress with. I've attempted to take up Mahjong. So that was really an interesting choice. Have you ever played Mahjong?
Okay. Well, I know about it. I know it's complicated. Isn't it more complicated than chess?
No.
No?
It's fine.
Oh.
I mean, maybe, honestly. Oh, you're so close to being done.
Oh.
But it's Mahjong, Riichi Mahjong, the Japanese version of Mahjong, is it's a beautiful, beautiful thing, Marcus, and honestly, I think you'd like it. But I know there's just a lot of hats you have to wear when you're working on a game alone. You have to be the person working on the shaders, you have to be the person working on the code, you have to be the person working on the art, and then you have to be working on the music. And there's like a lot of places you have to be inspired from in order to like, you can't just like pull things out of a magic hat. It's just like you have to be minimizing work, and that means don't try to stress over like making every individual concept new, and just hope that when it comes together it has a very good synergy that in it itself is new. At least that's what I'm hoping, at least. So I'm dealing with Risk of Rain inspiration, I'm dealing with my math inspiration, I'm dealing with my Hollow Knight inspiration, which is just having those bosses be able to be one shot.
So to recap, what your game is,
you did it. By the way, you just did it. I want to also.
Yeah, that's great. Only took 2 tries. Well, I guess 3 tries because the first try was hours ago.
I was expecting you to do it at like 1 or 2 or 3 tries. Yeah, there was no. You have to go to the left. Don't go. You gotta go.
I want the rest of the bench first, just in case.
Yeah, definitely nothing over there. You're so right.
I mean, you never know. You got to be safe.
This is not the ant area. You're okay.
Oh god, the ant area. What a. I'll talk about that in a sec.
The ant area is where I will not get my inspiration from because fuck that. Like, I do not. The ant area bothered me. Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like what your game is a boss rush using Sonic the Hedgehog mechanics.
Yep.
And incorporates math very heavily with GPS systems.
Yes. Yep. You're getting it. You're perfectly getting it. I won't. If Sonic the Hedgehog had grappling hooks, then yes. The answer is yes. The question only is that I've been truly struggling with is that I don't know how to make it accessibility friendly. Although I will be forced, I think, to use a controller. I think people will be forced to use a controller to play it. I've got to listen to the cool tunes. 1 second. I've got to listen to the Hollow Knight tunes.
All right.
Inspirational music, for real. Oh, I forgot. This is the one where he doesn't.
Oh, there's... Okay. Well...
It's not that. I forgot. This is the... Well, it's quiet. It's contemplative. A lot of the other ones are a little more grandiose.
Hey, well, I did it.
Yeah, I like the idea of, like, a true challenge that ideally, maybe I'd even like have it refresh daily, so that way people can compare times, right? If they wanted to. So like you would have like an entire day to like find the best route to like fully maximize the one-shot capability of your.
Got competitive leaderboards in this game as well.
That's a stretch goal. That's just like if I actually looks like people want to play the game eventually. This is still like I'm in the phase of developing all the assets at the moment, so we're definitely in like very early days. This is definitely like maybe a year down the line, if I'm being honest. Like, it's not something that I'm expecting to get done immediately. I'll probably have a beta like an alpha that I have like working properly by like, I think that the best time would be probably January, like late January.
Hey, that's only a couple of months away.
Yeah, it's just because I'm in the learning phase right now, which is just the growing pains, but I have literally my entire brain. I pushed out everything I knew about everything. I know nothing except for Blender and Godot mechanics at this point.
Yeah, making room for
honestly,
that important shit, new stuff.
Exactly. Man, it's good to have a like wide breadth of knowledge for this stuff because like but at the same time, I'm not being helped by my knowledge of my of like how to take an integral. You know, like calculus is not helping me in this moment. I hope it'll help me with the A-star algorithm, but that's based honestly the way I've been looking at it. It's not really gonna like truly pay off great dividends to have that. So it's just Blender right now. It's just a lot of art. It's a lot of I recommend if anybody wants to like make cool art in Blender that like looks like realistic brushstrokes. There's a very simple add-on for it that Blender released like a year ago. It's called just brushstrokes add-on, and you can vary like if you can get like really into it by manipulating the nodes and code of it all if you want to, but the base package is very nice and it's free and I recommend it.
Yeah, good to get free shit. Especially when so much stuff in game dev can be expensive. Like, we learned Maya when we went to school, which is prohibitively expensive as an indie dev.
I think like $400 like a month or something. Yeah. Insane. I don't remember. I need to look this up right now for the sake of what's the actual price.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't understand why. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's too much is the answer. It's ridiculous.
I understand that people. Oh yeah, it's a annual subscription for about $168 a month. All right, that's. Oh man, no, just monthly subscription. Oh, that's if you do annual. If you only do monthly, it's $255. Yeah. Which feels like an attack on artists because the range of colors of 0 to 255. So I'm taking that personally. Because you're making it the cool number for color, and I hate that. But yeah, no, just like having people not learn. Like, also another thing, Godot is a game engine that's not really adopted by a lot of a lot of game studios, and that's not for lack of it being proven. There are a lot of games that did really well that were also made in Godot. I don't know if you've ever heard about the. Do you know about? I don't. Man, I'll explain. It's not like a. Have you heard of the Case of the Golden Idol?
Huh, you know what? That name does sound familiar.
Yeah, it's a Godot game. It's you have a very sort of open-ended mystery puzzle game. I think I probably honestly, if I'm probably gonna send it to Molly for either graduation gift or for Christmas because it feels like a Nancy Drew type situation where I can imagine them enjoying it, but I don't know how busy they are, so you never know.
Yeah, there's a lot of games to play. I have so many games I want to play, and it is a nightmare. I mean, it doesn't help that 2 of the games I play are live service gacha games, so that's eating a lot of potential time.
Yeah, no, the only place I could find to play Richi Bachog has a gacha mechanic inside of it, which I think is hilarious. Yeah, no, it's okay. So the game itself is not in any way affected by the gacha, but if you wanted a cool character to I don't know how to explain that. I went, where do I play Richi Bachog? And then the internet told me this is the only place if you want to be respected that you can play Riichi Mahjong. And I went, okay. And then I went there. It was truly the chess.com of Riichi Mahjong, and it's filled with gacha game waifus.
What in the hell?
And in-house bandas, and you you can ult on people. It's very strange. Oh, have you been over here yet?
I don't remember.
Oh yes, well, this is good. We'll see. Oh, not yet, I guess.
What is this?
But yeah, that's I know how you have only a certain amount of time you wanted to have for a video, but
yeah,
no, in terms of inspiration,
this conversation is just going very well.
Yeah.
And,
I prepped. I thought about it beforehand.
Yeah, I also wrote down a couple of things.
Did you do what I said?
I mean, I wrote down just a lot of stuff because I didn't know what we would be into. I didn't expect to talk about video game development for such a long time. I mean,
it's literally all I've been thinking about for months, Marcus.
Yeah,
it's literally all I've been doing is that Riichi Mahjong.
Yeah,
Mahjong. That Mahjong, which I understand that I may, I don't know. I recommend Mahjong to anybody. Yeah, I truly do. This is my Mahjong PSA. That's what I was really here for. I wanted to call out Mahjong for being a surprisingly wonderful game. And
not the video game you're making that people, sounds like, maybe can play an early version of in January?
No, they're not going to be able to play it. That's for me. Only I get to play the early version in January.
Okay, gotcha.
No, that's going to be maybe later in the year. I'll have a Steam page set up for it properly. I don't want to... I swear you're gonna publish this, and then 6 months from now, I'm gonna look up, and it's gonna be a game I took from. It's gonna be something on the internet, and I'm gonna be like, no, I'm gonna get big fat liared. I don't know if anybody's seen that beautiful masterpiece of a movie.
Oh, I did when I was young as hell. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna get big fat liared. Malcolm in the Middle. I'm going to be Malcolm in the Middle. I'm going to have the big AAA executive is going to find my scripts lying on the ground, and they're going to steal it from me, and then they're going to put Master Chief in it, and then I won't be able to compete. And that's what's going to happen. And that's why the art director of Halo Studio left, was because they realized they were going to steal my idea and he wasn't on board with it. And actually, my game is Halo Combat Evolved Remaster. And that's...
Hey, you're making that. Hey, awesome. Good idea.
That was me. That was my idea. I did that. I made Halo Combat Evolved before I was born. I did that.
Oh my god. You were born after 2001? That's not true. Surely.
Oh, that's not true. You're right. Oh my god. I don't know why I thought Halo Combat Evolved was made in the 90s. So I did make it after I was born. Then, yep, that's the lie.
The smartest baby in the world.
Smartest baby in the world. They looked at me. I was just born. I said, what if he never took off his helmet? And then that was it.
That's all it took.
That's all it took. They went, holy shit, this baby's got ideas. No, but I'm going to Sonic. I really feel like you've really succinctly wrapped it up. I hope to make a three-dimensional what I want Sonic to be, because I will say this is really funny. I don't like Sonic that much. I don't think it's bad, but it was never something that I was drawn to. I think that also comes from the fact that Sonic enemies are except for bosses are one shot, and having a speed mechanic that makes you do more damage is how I would expect movie Sonic to work, not actual real Sonic in the game to work. Oh my god, I've seen all the Sonic Hedgehog movies. I just realized that.
I only saw the first one. I think the first Sonic movie, that might be the last movie I saw before COVID.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a world.
It truly.
Oh, man. Oh no! This is. You know what's funny is the moment you think you're done with Bile Water. By the way, have you gotten through Have you fought the end of the Bile Water Gauntlet? Do you know?
I'm not certain. Is it the Dream Realm where you have to follow the?
Open the map. Open the map real quick. Open the map. We're running it back. Open the map. Oh, you don't even have the Bile Water map. No, you have not. You have not done it.
Yeah.
It is. Man. Let's actually figure out where you should go. I want to see. You did the last achievement there. If you want to get into Act 3 at any point, you are going to have to do the Bile Water Gauntlet, but you can wait till the end of Act 2 to do it.
Yeah, I mean, if it's the first game, I'll beat Act 2 and get the credits and then reload last save and do all the Act 3 stuff.
If you want to get the secret... No, you don't want the secret ending. Secret ending is pretty cool, but it's like a single screenshot. When I say pretty cool, I mean like, whoa, look at that screenshot that pans out. It's my favorite screenshot that pans out after the game ends. Oh man, I've been pulling. I really wish. What's really funny is that I played Expedition 33.
I've been meaning. I'll probably play it at some point.
I wanted to pull inspiration from that game so hard because I've never actively wanted to play like a turn-based combat game, and there's nothing from it that I want to pull inspiration. It's literally like it's a Game of the Year candidate. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's the only turn-based game that I've ever been like, I enjoy this. Not nothing I could pull inspiration from with that. Beautiful game though, wonderful. If anything, it inspired me to not use Unreal Engine 5 because I don't want to have Unreal Engine 5 hair.
Oh yeah, I kind of think I know what you're talking about. It looks all wonky.
Yeah, it's just it's not even like wonky. It's just like it's just that it all looks the same. Like I was looking at Silent Hill F, and I saw the hair in it, and I saw the lighting changes, and I went, I know immediately what engine this is made in, and I immediately didn't want to have that artifact on my game because I'm like, if a AAA studio can't avoid the fact that it looks like it's been made in it, like if you can't like stylize your game enough to make it look like it's, I don't know, some of those things. I didn't like the light. It's fine. It's Unreal Engine is a beautiful, powerful engine. It's got a lot of stuff going on, but I don't need it. I don't need it.
Especially if it costs $1 billion to use.
Well, it doesn't. It's free until you make money. It's free until you have the money. Then the man comes a knocking, and the big Unreal. Then Mr. Fortnite, Mr. John Fortnite walks up, and he beats you up and takes your wallet. It's just how it is. Oh man, you're gonna.
It's just how it is.
It is what it is. This, I just can't believe that like that you get through. For me, at least, for this point of the game, I got through all of Bile Water, and then I came here, and it was just Bile Water 2, and I. It's not as long and as bad, but it still sucks.
Yeah, it looks short. I finally got the map, so I can actually navigate it. I cannot navigate shit without the map.
Skill issue?
Yeah, no, I have a friend who doesn't even use like the charm to put your location because he can
I
just
don't
like
use it either. Yeah.
I have to.
Like, I understand. It's okay.
Even with the map, I have to open it.
Marcus.
Like, I have to open it like every 5 seconds. I cannot remember where I am for more than.
Ooh, this is important. You're gonna like this item. Okay.
Key. Oh wait, that's for the jail, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And now you go there immediately because I want you to see you fight something.
Oh my goodness.
Anybody who's played this game will know immediately what I want you to fight. I don't know. The nature of like picking an engine is something that's it really doesn't matter what you use if you're an indie developer, is what it really came down to. And then I realized that if it doesn't matter what I use technically, then I should just pick the one that's open source, that isn't going to like charge me later for like, oh, I forgot this entire area exists. This fucking sucks. Oh man.
I'm getting pranked. This is bullshit.
This is a lot of prankering going on here. But guess what? At the end of it, you get. Whoa!
So you sell that for money, right? That's what this is?
You sell that for money. It's part of your collection, yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Oh man. The cog heart, you have one more piece left.
Oh yeah. I need to find shit.
This game has so many little beautiful story quests, just like tiny little quests. And I will say that if you do not go into Act 3, you miss out on so much content. It's
I believe
insane to me that they put it behind the wall that it is behind. But it's true. It's like there are, not to spoil, but there are entire areas of the game that you do not get access to unless you go into Act 3. Act 3 has...
Yeah, I'm excited to get there. I do like Hollow Knight. It's not a game I love, but I think it's very good.
Do you have a favorite Metroidvania? Or do you not like them outside of...
I love Metroid Prime. I love those games so much.
I can understand then why maybe you're not a big fan of Hollow Knight. Maybe even the mapping mechanics, honestly.
Yeah, I can't. I don't. I mean, all Metroidvanias are like that. I can't figure out where I am.
Metroidvanias don't make you buy the map usually. That's like a Hollow Knight exclusive.
Yeah,
like, they don't give you the map. It's
That's not suspicious at all.
Well, no, you know how you've been getting all your abilities, so I figured I would show you where a cool ability is.
Oh, an ability is in here. Okay, then I trust it absolutely. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. Look at that. Time to learn an ability. Oh man, what were we just speaking about?
Metroidvanias.
Metroidvanias, yeah, Metroid Prime. It's funny because, like, in terms of my playing of Metroidvanias, I think I've pretty much only played Hollow Knight. I played Hollow Knight and Silksong. I'm not a double dipper in genres. It's a very weird thing. Oh, anyway, good luck.
Oh no! What is this? What the hell are you?
The first sinner.
Wait, the first sinner? Hold on, this is a Dark Souls reference.
This is a Dark Souls. Yeah, there you go. This fight is probably my favorite in the game. I'm not gonna lie. I love the first sinner.
The last time the fucking spider at the top of Bellheart fought me, I died so many times.
Yeah, the spider at the top of Bellheart is the first real boss of the game, in my mind. Like, it's the first, like, progression boss. It's such a... So this spice doesn't kill you, you can just continue to do it.
Do I keep my money? I do. Oh.
Yeah, you keep all your money, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow, there's, like, no reason to just, like... Cool.
Yeah, well, the only reason is if you wanted, for instance, to use tools...
Yeah, like swap.
Then you would have to go and...
Sure.
Yeah. If you were, you know, high IQ, tool-based combat, as opposed to I hit it and poke it with a stick, my favorite form of combat.
Yeah. I mean, I like using the tools. I think they're fun.
That was the first thing that I realized about Silksong, which was really good, is that, like, if you are playing without using the tools at all, you are not doing what was developer intended.
Yeah.
Like, the tools are so... like, people were playing it like it was Hollow Knight, where you were just supposed to, like, smack things with a stick. And I'm like, Hornet is not the little pale knight. Little pale knight. The little guy. Hornet's not the little guy. I don't know what do you call the knight's name? It's just the knight?
I think it is just the knight.
Yeah. She's her own beast, you know, and you have to let her use her tools, or else,
Yeah, the mechanics of this game are very different. The fact that, like, generic enemies just deal 2 hearts from, like, the start of the game is rough. That is quite the change.
I immediately, I don't know. I had this feeling of, like, what is the developer trying to communicate to me? And my first thought was, you need to be prioritizing not getting hit. And the moment I realized that you can get, like, the first tool, which is, like, the little knife you throw, I was like, oh, I see where this is going. And you should be thinking about dodging more than you were in Hollow Knight. Like, Hollow Knight, you still have to dodge, but, like, I mean, you're popping off right now.
I'm not. I'm just dodging. I don't think I've actually hit it, like, once.
She runs away from you, and it's evil that she does that. But I do love it as a mechanic.
Yeah, this seems like it'll be relatively... Like, the biggest problem I have with these fights in Hollow Knight Silksong is, like, the multiple enemy fights. Because I am really bad at tracking more than one thing at a time. Like, I just can't. I only have 2 eyes. I can't see 3 things. It's not possible.
An important thing about... like, mechanically, one thing I want to pull from Hollow Knight Silksong is that I think that the enemy wind-ups in this game are some of the best I feel like I've ever seen. Because, like, there was never a single point in this game where I was like, oh, I unfairly got hit. Because I'm sure that at some points people feel like that, but, like, I feel like it was just a skill issue whenever I got hit. And that's something that I can say I want to carry over, is that you need to always make it feel like it's a skill issue. Even if it isn't, and the game is just being mean to you, it needs to be a skill issue. Talking about the benches, of course. Because technically, you could dodge the bench. I almost dodged the bench in the ant area the first time.
Oh, that.
I sat there.
That was... I think I got hit by it. I just wasn't expecting it. I didn't die, fortunately, but oh my god, that is brutal.
It's one of those things where they tell you that there are traps everywhere. You should not trust where you are standing. Why would you do that? But the... I hope you enjoy the first Sitter fight when you go and do it eventually again. But for now, I understand you're... Are you going to go respec, or are you done? If you've decided to...
It'll probably be the next thing I do. But, oh, wow, I'm so bad. See, I need the map. I can't fucking figure out where anything... Wait, did I...
Yeah, you go down here. No, you go down if you want to go to the bench or the bellway. You didn't go... to the right.
I don't see the hole. Where's the hole?
To the right more.
Oh, there it is.
There you go. Yeah, I got this game memorized. We're I assume the person you're talking about who does use the map is Jack.
No, actually, I don't think Jack's played this game. I'm talking about Asa. He's a...
yeah, Asa. All right, that makes sense. That's my second guess.
Yeah. But yeah, we went for a while. This was...
This is good.
Wow, an entire hour. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. I mean, great talk about video games, about developing.
Chop it into something useful. I definitely wanted a few tangents there.
I think it'll mostly be usable. Yeah. I mean, we had a good back and forth. I didn't even have to get into like some of my reserve topics. We didn't have to talk about anime, which I was ready to.
I have nothing to speak about anime at the moment. It's a dry well as far as I'm concerned.
But I can't get into anime. We've been going for so long.
Oh my god, you're right. Yeah. Oh my god, we're still recording. Okay, I was just talking about it.
Yeah, a whole hour. But yeah, this is hopefully the first part of what will hopefully be a series. Yeah. I have some other people I would like to talk to in the works, but
for sure.
If you are a creative, or you know someone who's a creative, someone who produces videos, makes traditional art, or makes video games like Reggo Eggo here.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Does anything on the internet, and you think they would like to have a talk with me, then let me know. Reach out to them and reach out to me, and maybe we can get in contact and make something happen. But that is all. That is Reggo Eggo and his love of Hollow Knight and his love of being a game dev and being more successful than I was in that venture.
I can't say I'm successful. I'm still tutoring people and teaching and not publishing what I need to publish. But in January, then I got your ass. Then I will. That's right. I've been competing with you this whole time, Marcus.
Oh no! I knew I was doing it.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Watch another video, like, subscribe, and just remember to stay positive and have a wonderful day, everyone.